70 years of bringing America to you. You're watching the 2013 Dodge Europe Tournament of Champions on AFN. Alongside tag team partner, the coach, Eric Majowitz, I am merely John Willison. We'll check in here shortly with Valerie Lloyd down on the court side with our sideline reports as we are getting ready to start the second half of this D3 championship game. The Barons from Bamberg lead 29-18 over the Buccaneers of Baumholder. Eric, what'd you have for us for the first half?
Well, Gowdy and McDaniels have the bulk of the Baumholder points, 15 points between them, while Bamberg's kind of run like a triangle. Williams has 6 points, Andrew Reed has 8 and 3 steals, and Andre Gibson has 6 points.
And don't forget, if you, as we resume play, if you can't get to the games, can't watch it on TV on the Pentagon Channel, you can catch the streaming of every championship game today on www.afneurope.net. Check us out. As we start the second half, they flip sides, and it will be Bamberg moving from left to right in the white jerseys, Baumholder moving from right to left. And we go down to the sidelines with Valerie Lloyd. Valerie?
Claire, who is a phys apps teacher at Baumholder, and from what I understand is you have a special reason to be out here supporting your team today.
I sure do. I promised my freshman boys that if they made it to championships, I'd come out and hoot and holler for them. So go Baumholder.
Yeah, your crowd seemed to be especially loud in the stands. And tell me, what is phys apps?
It's pre-physics and pre-chemistry for usually freshman students.
Well, you learn something new every day. All right, thank you, and back to you in the booth.
Valerie doing a stellar job down on the sidelines as always, and while we were away, Baumholder is down now by 11. The score is Bamberg 31, Baumholder 20 as Reed fires up a brick. 6:50 left to play here in the third quarter. Morgan with the ball, puts it on the floor, back out to Reed. Dribbles around McDaniels from the free throw line, leaves it short. Rebound, Gowdy, and back come the Buccaneers. McDaniels with the ball. Tries a fancy no-look to Giefer, ill-advised, and throws it right into the hands of Time and Blow, and back come the Barons of Bamberg. Reed with the ball, feeds it inside. Williams from the free throw line, stops, pops, nothing but the bottom of the net. 33-20 matches the largest lead of the afternoon for Bamberg with 6:15 left to play here in the third quarter.
And as long as Bamberg doesn't go back to the flash,
Cruz
I don't know if
misses the
Baumholder's
three.
going to come back to this.
Bamberg doing exactly what they need to do to win this game. Williams with the rebound to Morgan. Morgan comes to the left side, back around near side, right side to Blow. To Reed, left side. Reed going to take the
Wide
three.
Open.
Off the iron, no good. McDaniels with the easy, uncontested rebound.
I'm confused why they left him wide open there, John.
They shouldn't. They should get some hands up because he can hit the three. Gowdy, three-point shot,
Wow.
NBA range, count it.
It's like 2 for 9, but
He's 2 for 9 now from beyond the arc. Cruz intercepts the pass intended for Williams out of bounds. Bamberg will retain the ball with a 33-23 lead for the Barons. 5:36 left to play here in the third quarter. Morgan to inbound underneath the basket, out to Blow, left wing, guarded by Gowdy. Going to put it on the floor, try to run Gowdy into a pick. Tries to dump it down low for Reed. Giefer breaks it up. Gowdy runs,
and
count it. Gowdy took that feed from Giefer, went coast to coast, drew contact, threw it up and in, got the hoop and harm, and he'll go to the line and try to complete the three-point play.
My contact's itching me, John. Is that a young Allen Iverson out there?
He sure had a move like it there. He went in, drew the contact, and wisely finger rolled the ball up. That's another way to get a three-point play right there. If you can't get it outside, go inside and get it the old-fashioned way. And he doesn't complete the three-point play. Reed with the long pass, down court. Morgan working on Giefer, spins inside, goes up, gets the contact.
Looks like he was hacked there, John.
And Giefer with the foul. Morgan will go to the line to shoot 2 for Bamberg. 5:22, 33-25, 8-point lead for the Barons. They've led by as many as 13 in this game. Morgan at the line, fires it up, fires it in. 34-25 now your score, as Bamberg trying to take home championship gold in this Division III championship game. Morgan can't get the second half to fall. 34-25 is what the score remains. 9-point lead. Gowdy takes the ball, leans in, off the glass, good. I could hear him call glass on that one from up here, Eric.
That shot sponsored by Windex.
That's what they provide that little white box for right behind the goal, and he used it to its advantage. 34-27.
Isn't that performance enhancing, John? Where do we draw the line on that?
I'm not sure. Giefer called with his second foul. And since it was a non-shooting foul, the Barons. And we've got a whistle on the floor, not sure what it's for.
Clock maybe? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if the clock started or not. Score's right. It's 34-27. Okay, they had to bleed a couple seconds. The clock operator a little asleep at the switch there. 5:05
Do your one
left
job,
to go.
as
Your one
my
job.
mentor, Coach Hollebeck, used to say.
Now back to live action. Blow with the ball, leaves it for Reed. Reed going to drive inside. Dish underneath.
Beautiful
Gibson
pass.
draws the contact. Three-point play potential coming up for Bamberg. Andre Gibson, who was 0 for 2 games yesterday in the quarterfinals and semifinals, is coming on in the championship game. The senior putting on a show, and he goes to the line to shoot one.
And he has 8 points today, John.
That's 8 more points than he had in 2 games yesterday, Eric. Blows the free throw. Fight for the ball. Jackson tries to save it, but skids out of bounds. It'll remain Bamberg ball. 36-27 the score now. 4:58 to play here in the third quarter. Morgan with the inbound. Long pass outside. Williams guarded tightly by McDaniels. Swinging around. Gibson from the right wing. Drives in. A stutter step cost him. Moved the pivot foot at the same time he moved the drive foot. That's called traveling, and it's a turnover to Baumholder.
Well, Baumholder's got it down to single digits now. They got to get it closer, get Bamberg out of their comfort element.
And Gowdy right there doing his best Tim Duncan imitation.
Or Luke and Butch, the Bushwhackers, WWF style. They went on a walkabout.
He sure did.
A 30-year-old reference there. I'll get to this century eventually.
Blow with the ball, swings it around left side. Morgan back top of the key for Blow. Back to Morgan as they play a little catch and pass. Three-point shot, count it.
With authority there from downtown.
Jeremy Morgan finds nothing but the bottom of the net. 39-27, 7 points for Morgan now. 39-27, 4:20 left to play in the third quarter. Rebound Morgan, he's doing it at both ends. As he'll bring the ball across midcourt, right through the eagle at center court to Blow. Now there's a steal by Cruz. Cruz, no man's land, but he's going to take it, splits the defense, lays it up and in, and no foul called, luckily, on Morgan. Long pass, down court.
Now, was that like the AFN Eagle plug there?
I guess so.
Was that a Falcon? I don't know my birds.
Substitutions now, or we got a timeout called.
I believe it's a timeout, John.
Timeout on the floor. Baumholder wants to talk it over. Excuse me, it's Bamberg. 30-second timeout to talk it over, regather his troops. As Baumholder starting to show a little life here. It's 3:58 left to go in the third quarter. 39-29 is the score. Baumholder trailing Bamberg. Don't forget, if you'd like to email us, tell us how we're doing, something you'd like to see, or just say thanks for broadcasting these games. Dodds BB, that's DoDDS BB 2013 at gmail.com is your connection to us right up here in the booth.
Can you do that phonetically?
I could.
Delta Oscar Delta Delta Sierra Bravo Bravo 2013 at gmail.com.
And they say they can't, and they say the Marines
I took math from Marines. Hey,
and they say Marines are untrainable. Giefer leaves it short off the front iron. Williams with the rebound as we resume play.
Well, Coach Clark is also he's a retired Marine.
Ah, okay.
So I kind of got a little pool going there.
Reed feeds it inside. Gibson, top of the key, free throw stripe. Williams,
nice stroke.
Swish.
Billy Squire there.
Exactly. 3:33, 41-29, out to a 12-point lead now for the Barons. Gowdy going to try another three. Leaves
nice
it short.
pass.
That's a nice pass to Cruz.
Play it off.
Play it off. There we go. Exactly. Jackson with the ball. Cruz, top of the key. Back to Jackson. Right side. Far side. Gowdy for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Oh, tickles the twine, baby.
Yes, he does. Gowdy puts the three ball center pocket and pulls Baumholder back within 9, but we got a turnover now on the Barons, and it'll be Baumholder ball inbounding from the near sideline. Buccaneers moving from right to left on the screen, or if you're listening online, right to left on your radio dial. Gowdy with the ball, comes across, top of the key. Cruz for three. Can't unwang the net from the rim. Now Gowdy going to try again.
Oh!
And he's fouled.
He fixed the net, though, John.
He fixed the net. Morgan rushed in to try to block the shot. Ended up smacking right in to Joseph Gowdy.
I think Gowdy just likes to take free throws.
I think he does. He's working on his free throw shots for the coach. But Gowdy goes to the line to shoot three. Second time he's gone to the line for 3 shots after getting fouled on a 3-point play. 41-32, 2:55 left to play in the third quarter as Gowdy hits the front end of a 3-shot penalty and pulls the Buccaneers back within 8.
He has 11 points here in the second half, 8 in the first half, so 19 of the Bucks' points come from Gowdy there.
Gowdy and McDaniels the scoring for the Buccaneers. He hits the middle shot of the 3-shot penalty and now pulls them to within 6. 41-35 as we have a substitution now for the Barons. It's number 32, Marquise Thomas, a 5-foot freshman guard, in for his first action of the day. Gowdy hits all 3 shots, gets 3 the easy way from the charity stripe. 41-36, 5-point lead for Bamberg. And we've got a whistle away from the ball. And the referees are going to meet and talk it over.
Blow needed a blow? I don't know.
Probably.
You need a timeout there. Little frustration sitting in there, John, on Bamberg's part.
Coach Clark pulls the team over to talk while the referees confer at midcourt.
Where are we going for lunch?
That's probably McDonald's or KFC. That's probably what they're deciding. Where we stand right now, 2:54 left in the third quarter. Now I'm getting hungry. All this lunch talk.
Use your military star card for this.
Exactly.
Sorry, I owe them money. They want
who doesn't these
the public
days?
service.
2:50 left to go here in the third quarter. 41-35 your score. Bamberg over Baumholder in this D3 championship game. Second of 6 games today.
Times are tough. The 3-pointer is going to be a 2-pointer if it keeps going this way.
Don't forget we're streaming live on afneurope.net. We're being broadcast live on the Pentagon channel. And if you've got a smartphone, Android or iPhone, you can catch us on the AFN 360 app. As we resume play, Reed hands off the ball. Blow, top of the key. Guarded by Gowdy. Fins off the screen from Williams. Now Williams with the ball.
Now, John,
And
who
we've
has
got
the
a block.
better hair there? Is it Reed or is it number 32?
32, Marquise Thomas, I think actually has the better hair.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if he got a haircut, he'd probably lose a foot in height.
Yeah.
He'd go from 5'4" to 4'4".
He's
Reed
listed
with the
at
ball.
5'4".
That's a generous 5'4". I've seen him up close. That's a generous 5'4". Gibson with the ball down low, spins up and in, and he takes that one over Giefer. 43-35, 2:20 left to play here.
It's 10
in the
points
third
for Reed
quarter.
now.
Reed with 10 points after having none yesterday. Kick ball, reset, and the possession arrow is to Baumholder. So it's going to be Chris Beck into the game now to inbound for the Bucks. Out to McDaniels. Williams tries to guard him. He goes up. And Marquise Thomas is going to get called for the foul. Ben McDaniels will go to the line to shoot 2. And this is one of the problems. Gowdy
actually had his hair out like that earlier in the year, but then for football season, you can't really fit it under a helmet, so he shaved it off.
For those of you listening online or on the 360 app and wondering what we're talking about, number 32, Marquise Thomas for Bamberg, has a 1970s era afro
Julius Irving
that Dr. J would be proud of. Andrew Reed is working on one similar, and he's trying to do the baseline moves a couple times here, reminiscent of Dr. Dre. Bamberg with the ball off the miss from Jackson. Williams going to bring it up top of the key. Swings it to Reed. Reed starts in, then backs out. Loses the dribble, swings it to Blow for 3. Air ball, put back by Gibson, no good.
That was a pass.
Rebound, Jackson on the floor, and we got a foul. The question is, who's it going to be against? Believe it's going to go against Andre Gibson, number 15 for Bamberg. Yep, got him with the push. And Jackson will inbounds to Gowdy.
7-point deficit there, John.
1:50 left to play in the third quarter, 43-36. It's been all Bamberg. Baumholder's gotten as close as 3, and Bamberg's led by as many as 13 as we go back and forth. Gowdy with the ball, going to shoot
Long
three. In and out, no good. Rebound. Baumholder can't come up with it. Long pass to Blow on the fast break. Goes up, can't get the basket to fall, but he's going to get the foul on Cruz. Joaquin Cruz just trying to throw himself in the way to prevent Blow from getting a clean shot. And Timon Blow will go to the line for for Bamberg, trying to extend this 7-point lead. Minute and a half left to go here in the third quarter. And Bamberg leading Baumholder 43-36 as we've got substitutions for Baumholder. DeMonte Fisher, the 5'11 guard, comes in now for the Bucks. Blow trying to hit the back end of the two-shot penalty. And he does so. 44-36, 8-point lead for the Barons with a minute and a half to go.
Blow's first point of the game.
Now Jarrell Jackson comes out. In to take his place is number 21, Austin Van Doren, the 5'10 senior from Arizona. Gowdy with the ball. Swings it around to Fisher. Fisher going to fire a three. Count it! Austin Fisher.
I was about to get on him about readjusting, but apparently he needed to do that.
Excuse me, DeMonte Fisher hit from NBA
Measure
three
twice,
yes.
once.
And Andre Gibson
cut to the basket.
Returns the favor, 46-39 with 1 minute left to play. Gowdy swings it near side, blocked partially by Gibson, was DeMonte Fisher's three-point attempt. Reed with the ball, top of the key. Williams going to put it on the floor, drives around McDaniels, stops, pops, can't get it to go. Fisher loses the rebound, right back to Gibson, and he finger rolls it in. Andre Gibson, the senior, making his presence known in his last game in a Bamberg uniform. 35 seconds here left in the third quarter, 48-39,
nice.
11-point lead. Van Doren drives in, loses the ball. McDaniels back with it. Outside, Fisher feeds it, baseline. Van Doren goes up, but he takes too many steps on his way to the basket. Turnover on the Bucks. 25.5 seconds left to go, 48-39. Now we've got substitutions as number 11, Chris Beck, the 6-foot senior for the Bucks, comes in. And Van Doren will go back to the bench. Reed with the ball, going to walk it across midcourt, pulls up. He's got Thomas to his right, swings it around to Blow on his left. Gowdy comes out to guard as he chases Blow all around the court. Reed with the ball. They're going to hold for the last shot. 5-4-3. Gibson with the shot. Can't get it to go. 0. And we're 3/4 of the way through this Division III championship game. And we'll play the final 8 here in just a moment. Your score right now at the end of 3 is the Barons of Bamberg 48 and the Buccaneers of Baumholder 39. 8 minutes left in this game. All on the line right here. If you're a coach, I know you see it from a football perspective, Eric. If you're a coach and you're this close, what do you tell the players in the huddle?
Well, you can't. This second half, Williams is. I guess they heard me. He's come out. He's stroked 6 points. He's got 12, and Gibson has 12 points. You got to stop one or the other, and then you can't just be taking errant threes. Get in there, down low, get your 2 points. There's still 8 minutes on the clock.
If you're the if you're the coach that's ahead, and you can see this championship, what do you tell your players? Is it just, hey, calm down, don't do anything wild that lets them back in the game, or do you just kind of let them go?
Well, it's like in football. You don't want to get in a prevent defense because you're just hoping you don't lose. You know, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But, yeah, just don't go back to the flash. Play the fundamentals, and, you know, it may be boring, but you'll be, you know, hanging a banner later.
And it all comes down to this, 8 minutes to the title. Who's going to have it? Bamberg, Baumholder. We're about to find out. Let's get it on. Bamberg inbound, Blow with the ball as he brings it across midcourt, and the clock starts for the final 8 minutes of this championship game.
Michael Buffer just made $1 million.
Reed leaves it short. Blow with the rebound to Williams from the free throw line. Up and in good. Williams has been the dominant force in this game, and he extends the lead to 12 for Bamberg. It's 51-39, 7:35 to play. Gowdy, three-point shot of his own, misses. Oh, that was close. I thought Williams went over the back and knocked that one out of bounds. We're going to say McDaniels touched it last. And it will be Bamberg's
Douglas
ball.
debate over it. No.
Marquise Thomas going to bring the ball across court. Skips it down to Gibson. Gibson drives inside, hands it back to Williams, top of the key. Swing it to Reed, left side. Gonna take a three from way downtown. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Gowdy. Back come the Bucks. Even numbers, 3-on-3. No look pass. McDaniel goes up, and they're gonna call him for the travel.
Salt in the wound.
I don't know. I saw contact there. I didn't see that foot move, but the referee was right there on top of it on the back line.
Letting them play.
Thomas inbounds to Blow. Blow going to bring it up the near side, right side, moving left to right. Gowdy steps out to challenge him. Runs through a Thomas, and they're going to call Thomas for the block. Little Marquise Thomas tried to set a pick to free up time and Blow, and gets called for the block instead. That'll be his first foul and the 5th team foul on the Barons. 51-39 the score. Bamberg up by 12.
I gotta take Gilbert Gottfried for the block.
I will too. Gowdy with the ball, swings it near side Jackson, back around Cruz, underneath. From 12 feet, McDaniels airmails it and gives an easy rebound to Terry Williams. Williams hands the ball off to Blow, who's gonna bring it across midcourt, top of the key.
If he MPS'd it, John, it would have been free.
Yeah, exactly. Now Reed with the ball, gonna feed it, tries to feed it. And there's a steal by McDaniel, gonna take it all the way, goes up. Oh, and blocked from behind.
The Kimbe Mutombo.
McDaniel tried to go up for the dunk on the breakaway. Reed said, get that shot out of here.
Hey, John, we don't have a 7-second delay here.
And he got the block, but he also drew the foul, much to the chagrin of some of the Bamberg fans.
They thought it was all ball.
And McDaniel, it looked all ball from here. It looked like a great catch-up block from behind, but the referee's going to say he got contact, and McDaniel goes to the line to shoot two.
Hakeem Olajuwon just emailed in and said that was good or block. That was all ball.
All that would have been the exclamation point on that would have been if Reed would have done that big
finger wag. Yeah. That was a great Geico commercial.
That was. Reed hits the front end of the 2-shot penalty, pulls them back within 11. And can't get the back end. It's 51-40, 6:40 left to go here in the game. Williams with the ball. McDaniel's gonna block him, feeds off to Reed. Reed between the legs, Hardaway crossover. Cruz misses the steal. Williams gonna pop from the right elbow. Off the iron, no good. Gowdy down with the rebound. Back come the Barons. Cross court, top of the key. Drives inside.
Nice
Gowdy throws it up. Can't get it to go. Jackson with the rebound for Bamberg, or excuse me, for Baumholder. And they call a foul. I believe it's going to be on McDaniels.
Now, John, if that foul would have been called 3 years ago, McDaniels would have been a lot more immature about it, but he's matured in his 4 years. I've seen this young man grow up from 7th grader when we got to Baumholder, so he's not letting it run him. He's clearly frustrated, but you can't let yourself get talked out of the game.
Can't afford
Team
it.
needs you.
This is too big a game to do a little jawing with the referees about a questionable call. McDaniels was called for the charge on that. Bamberg with the ball. Reed, top of the key, swings it around Gibson, back inside, trying to do a little give and go from Gibson to Reed. And it's a sloppy pass out of bounds, and it's Baumholder's ball. 51-40, 6 minutes left to play. Gowdy with the inbounds. He's going to bring it across. Feeds inside to Jackson, outside Cruz. Thought he had a look for a minute, back to Gowdy. Inside Jackson, no shot. McDaniel's going to take it, splits the defenders, goes up, and going to draw the foul. Who's it going to be on? Williams gets his second foul. That was one of those ones, again, he splits Reed and Williams, and it could have gone either way. Williams called for the contact, and McDaniel's at the line to shoot two.
Daniels with 8 points.
Make it 9. Hits the front end of a 2-shot penalty. 51-41, 5:48 left to go here for the championship. McDaniel's second shot cuts the lead down to 9, 51-42 as the clock starts again, 5:45 left to go.
Now Bamberg has got to slow it down. It's kind of against their MO.
It really is. They like to run, they like to put up points, and they like to be flashy, but right now,
nice screen by Williams.
They need to kind of play a little conservative and protect this lead. Williams with the ball, top of the key, guarded by McDaniels. Now Gowdy comes out for the assist, leaves Gibson open. Reed gonna drive baseline, goes around Jackson, feeds it out, wide open. Morgan for 3 off the iron, no good.
He had a hand in his face there, though. It's tough anywhere.
Giefer with the rebound to Cruz. Cruz gonna come up the near side, left side, cross court to Gowdy. Gowdy comes to the right wing, feeds it to Jackson, down low. Giefer goes up, doesn't have the look, back out, throws it away right to Reed. Here comes Bamberg, but Reed steps out of bounds on the far side out of bounds line. And it results
He's
in
like,
a
yeah,
turnover.
you got me.
Oh, you saw that, huh? Oh, okay. I got you.
The AFN commercial, Coach, I touched the ball.
I touched the ball. Gowdy with the ball now for the Baumholder Buccaneers. Steal by Reed, just pick Jackson's pocket, take it coast to coast, and he blows yet another flush.
I don't understand it.
Back comes Gowdy with the ball. Spin move inside, circus off the iron, won't go. Gibson with the ball. Pulls up, waits for his fellow team members. Williams gonna take the ball, drives left side of the paint, goes up, and he's fouled.
I don't agree with that at all, John.
That is 4 dunks in this game that Reed has blown, and now he's getting an earful from the Barons head coach, Tim Smith, about stop the showboating. He's running the risk in high school basketball, he's running the risk of a technical. If he hangs on that rim trying for that dunk and he doesn't release soon enough, they're going to team up. That could be a momentum shifter right there for this game.
Exactly, John. 4 times, I mean, if it didn't work the first 3, you know, I
it's
don't
not
think.
try again if at first you
No.
don't succeed. I know he knows he's on TV. This is going worldwide on the internet, on the Pentagon channel, on the AFN app. But this is the championship game. Don't blow it. And that could be, you know, a technical foul, possession to Bamberg.
And
or to
John, he's only
Baumholder.
a sophomore.
Yeah, he's going to have plenty more times to perfect that. Do that in the offseason. 4:39 left to go here for the championship between Bamberg and Baumholder. And Bamberg right now with a 9-point lead, and Terry Williams at the line to shoot 2 for the Barons.
A tall drink of water at 6'5".
He is. And he fires it up, fires it in.
9 points in the second half, 15 for the game for Williams.
He had a very quiet 21 yesterday against Rhoda in the semifinals. And he hits both shots, 53-42. 11-point lead again. As Jackson takes a 3 from the left wing, off the iron, no good. Williams with the rebound. He's getting close to double-double territory here as he's cleaning up on the other end too. Gibson with the ball, back to Williams, near side, right side. Blow thinks about the 3, then puts it on the floor for the dribble. Gowdy comes out to block time and Blow. As Blow's gonna drive down the right side into double team. McDaniels gets a piece of the ball. Williams retains it, tries to throw cross court. Interception by Cruz, gonna take it up. Goes in, can't get it to go. He tried to pull it back and draw the contact off of Morgan. Morgan didn't fall for it as he went whizzing past him. But it went off of Morgan, I believe, and it'll be Baumholder's ball.
Right now the
basket.
clock's against them, John. They're just running out of time
If
here.
they're going to do something, they really need to do it now with 4 minutes left. They need a couple stops and a couple quality shots like that one, but it misses. Gibson
What we saw in
with
the
rebound.
D3 girls game before our game, John, Brussels nearly lost that ball game.
Exactly, and they were leaving them all at the line. They just, both teams went cold in that game. But Brussels pulls out the championship. Morgan with the ball, swings it near side. Gibson, top of the key for Williams, guarded by McDaniels, drives in, then back out. Gibson, top of the key, Blow, near side 3, off the iron, no good. Gibson goes up, fights his own teammate Morgan for the rebound. Put back, no good, but Morgan will go, Andre Gibson will go to the line to shoot 2.
It's been a banner year here for the Bamberg Barons and Lady Barons. Both teams making the championship game. Unfortunately, the Lady Barons came up just a little bit short, but unless something drastically changes here, it looks like the Bamberg Barons are going to go all the way back from avenging their loss last year.
Exactly. They lost by 16 last year to Rhoda. They took care of that one in the semifinal game last night, beating Rhoda by 23. Now they're here, and they can smell championship gold with 3.5 to play in the game. Gibson hits the backside of the 2-shot penalty and makes it an 11-point, 53-42 lead. 3:28 left to play for the title.
Gibson with 13-7 here in the second half.
And that's 13 more, honestly, Eric, than he had yesterday. I saw him play in 2 games yesterday, and he didn't score. He was a presence down low.
Well, he was saving it for today.
He must have been. The senior, final game of his high school basketball career, and he's putting it all out there on the floor today.
Well, it's like, I'm going out on a high note.
It's the best way to do it. And you know, this
but I'm tone deaf, John. So I don't
Hey, if you like what we're doing, you got suggestions, or you just want to say thanks for broadcasting these games on afneurope.net and the Pentagon channel, you can email us. We've got Gmail. Dodds BB. That's DoDDS BB 2013 at gmail.com. Drop us a line.
And kids, if you don't get any of my references, it's always Google.
Yeah,
so.
Google works too. Gowdy with the ball as we resume play. Swings it to Fisher. Fisher back to Gowdy. Going to take an NBA three off the iron, no good. Williams comes in for the rebound, and he's going to lead the ball back out for Bamberg. 3:05 left to play, 53-42. The Barons over the Bucks.
Tick, 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 John.
Yeah, you can almost hear it now. Just hear that clock ticking. Gibson with the ball, feeds to Reed. Reed stops, pops from 17, and it's good. Andrew Reed makes it a 13-point lead. That matches the largest of the night, or the afternoon, excuse me, for the Barons. 56-42, 2:35 to play.
Baumholder's rim is like Rodney Dangerfield. They're getting no respect
No
from
respect at all. Morgan with the ball. Little Hardaway crossover before he feeds it to Reed. Now Reed is going to get called with a charge. Nice job for McDaniels on defense to draw the offensive foul.
John, if I'm Bamberg coach, I gotta say, hey, Andrew, smile. You're up by 14 points here.
Yep. The intensity for both teams, you can almost feel all the way up here in the broadcast booth. Gowdy feeds it to the baseline. McDaniels tries to go, and he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. I believe that's on Williams again. Nope, they're going to get Reed that time. Andrew Reed picks up the foul. That is the that is the 10th team foul. So Baumholder into the double bonus for the remaining 2:19 of the game. 56-42 with 2:19 to play, and McDaniels at the line. Misses the front end of the two-shot penalty.
McDaniels with 10 points.
Don't forget, we still got more games coming up after this one. McDaniels hits the back end of the two-shot penalty, making it 56-42, 2:15 left to play. And we will, at the conclusion of the game, we'll have an interview with Terry Williams. We'll go down to the sidelines with Valerie Lloyd, and she'll talk to Williams.
She might need a ladder, John.
She might. I did an interview one time with the Harlem Globetrotters, and I had to set the camera tripod as high up as it would go and then look this way up at it. And that was one of the short guys.
Well, they didn't get you with a confetti bucket, did they?
No, they didn't. I was too smart for him on that one. Timeout called on the floor. 1:58 left to go. It's a full timeout called by Bamberg. Our score 56-43 in this championship game for the Division III boys title for 2013 high school basketball. Your thoughts so far as we wind this one down?
It's a little bittersweet. I was hoping we'd pull it out here, but 13 points kind of looks a little insurmountable at this point, John.
Given where they were in the 7-game streak they were winning, 7-game win streak they got coming into this game, can you take away the fact that where you were and where you are now as
they built progressively. Their last 2 games of the season, they took 2 from Brussels, and then they ran roughshod through the tournament just as Bamberg has. But Bamberg's scoring 68 points a game in this tournament, so they're almost on pace.
As we get set to resume play, it's going to be Cruz inbounding for the Bucks to Gowdy.
And they're normally only giving up 40-something points, and again, that's holding true here.
The averages are the same as McDaniel misses one of his few three-pointer attempts of the night. Reed tries to dive for the ball.
Waxed the floor there last night.
And he found the slick spot as Reed goes crashing to the floor.
He looks all right.
And I believe they called DeMonte Fisher, number 2, with the block. And Reed will go to the line to shoot 2. Folks, don't forget, we've got more high school championship basketball coming up after this.
12 points for Reed.
We'll return to the ladies' side of the bracket for our next game.
D2.
The Division II Women's Championship. Reed misses both, but Gibson in there to get the rebound. Blow with the ball as we wind towards $1:40 left in this game. 56-43, 13-point lead for Bamberg. Williams with the ball. He's been the leading scorer for both teams. Tries to get it down low to Morgan. Cruz chases it out of bounds. He touched it last.
I love Cruz's effort. He's still hustling. You're down by 13, but he's not giving up.
And a coach would love to have a bench full of players like that hustle right to the final whistle no matter what the score is. Oh, and Morgan tried to steal inbounds. Cruz comes up with it. It looked more like the pass was intended for Cruz. Gowdy with the ball, drops in, off the glass, won't go. McDaniels tries to get the rebound, ends up knocking it right to Reed. 1:15 left to go, 56-43. Bamberg can taste the championship now, as it looks like Baumholder's going to try to just foul and make him go to the line. Morgan with the ball, Cruz chases him down. Knocks the ball away, almost gets the steal. Gibson with it now as they reach in and foul. McDaniels draws the intentional foul to force Bamberg to the line. 56-43, a minute 2 to go before we name the 2013 Division III boys champion for Dodds High School basketball in Europe. Gibson, the senior, in his final game for Bamberg, wants to hoist that trophy. He's had 15 points this game, Eric, is that correct so far? 15 points as he tries to add to that from the line.
Well, you could split the vote between Gibson and Williams as far as points go. Actually, all three. We have a dark horse candidate as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Three-party system.
Gibson trying to hit the back end and misses both. 56-43, the
Reed.
clock inside 1 minute now. Reed feeds it off to Blow as Bamberg retains possession. Inside, Reed gonna go baseline, goes up, and he finally gets it.
Posterized.
Welcome to the world of
DeMonte
posterization, DeMonte Fisher, courtesy of Andrew Reed. Reed finally got the dunk to go, and he went up and over DeMonte Fisher. Morgan with the ball, 58-43, clock inside, 30 seconds to go as they reach in and foul Morgan.
You know, maybe they should just say, I intend to foul, and then just send him to the line.
Well, it took forever on that because first Ben McDaniels just absolutely kind of gave him
a solid hook to the body, John.
Yeah, that was a nice body blow.
But he's carrying his left a little low. That's going to hurt him later in the round.
Yeah, well, he got to keep it up. And Morgan now, Jeremy Morgan will go to the line to shoot two. Fires it up, fires it in. 59-43, 32 seconds left to go.
8 points for Morgan. There's your quiet 8 points.
8 points for Morgan as he misses the back end. Clock now inside 30 seconds, 59-43. Gowdy hoists up a three. Williams with the rebound. He's definitely in double-double territory now.
Ooh.
And we have a collision between Williams and Gowdy. And we have a foul on Terry Williams. Williams chucked the ball down court. And
well, he's
when
a senior, might as well get the foul.
and when he looked up, he was right there in the grill of the much shorter Joseph Gowdy.
5'9" versus 6'5". It's like Hogan and Andre the Giant.
Exactly. Now Bamberg coach Tim Smith going to put in his only 3 players off the bench.
Who's going in there, John?
We've got number 12. Number 12, Jeff Pierre. Number 31, Jesse Coleman. And Marquise Thomas makes a return to the court. As Reed, Williams, and Blow come off for a much-deserved round of applause. Inbound. Fisher with the ball for 3. Off the glass, can't get the bank to go. Gibson's still out there, the senior. Going to make the most of this. 10, 9, 8, 53-43. Bamberg is going to be your champion. Morgan with the ball, 2-1. Ball game.
And great show of sportsmanship there at midcourt with Cruz and McDaniels.
And so we've crowned another champion today. Your 2013 Division III Boys Basketball Championship in Dodds High School Basketball in Europe are the Barons of Bamberg. Your final score, 59-43. Great game today, great teams. Went back and forth. We're going to be joining Valerie Lloyd in just a second on the floor. She's going to be interviewing Terry Williams, the senior forward, who double-double if I was keeping control of stats right, and in the running for MVP for this game.
Well, you had Terry Williams had 16 points. Reed had 14 points. But don't forget, John, early on in the game when they were running a gun, had 3 straight steals.
All right, Valerie Morgan has Terry Williams down on the court. Let's go to Valerie.
Terry Williams, number 41, who is a senior forward. And tell me, how did your very last senior game go tonight?
Great. It went great. I can't say nothing else but that. I just want to thank everybody who helped me throughout the years. I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Just everything is great. And I want to thank my German team back in Bamberg for watching and tuning in.
That's great. And what are your plans for after this?
play ball. I want to go to college. I'm going to study theology, and I'm going to hopefully try to be a physician assistant.
Well, that's some really great goals to set, and you had a great game. How do you feel your team did?
We did good. I really wish that I was here next year to, help mold them, because, I just don't want to help them with basketball, but also I want to be a leader and, moral things. So, but hey, we got Facebooks and things like that, so we can still keep in touch.
Right, of course. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Congratulations on your win, and good luck to you in the future. And back to John in the booth.
Right there, that should hone his interview skills, because if he gets a look even at a small college, they're going to be interviewing him a lot more.
Look, Trevon Owens about the same size, so again, maybe he can find somewhere. Trevon Owens at UC Riverside right now. They're 6-20. They'd have to win the Big West tournament, but hey, you never know. You might see him playing CBS.
We're getting set for the trophy presentation for the first and second place for the boys Division III 2013 basketball title, and that is the reigning champions for the next year will be the Barons of Bamberg High School, led by head coach Tim Smith, as they have beat Baumholder today 59-43. We're getting set for the trophy presentation. And don't forget, we've got more basketball coming up. This is just game 2. We got 4 more games. Myself and Eric will be back at roughly 16:30 for the Division II game. That will see
barring
Naples,
overtime.
Barring any overtimes, earthquakes, natural disasters. It'll be the AF North Lions.
I don't think the lights will go out.
it'll be AF North taking on Naples in a NATO battle, literally.
Green on green.
Green on green, too. That could get a little confusing if they say green in the penalty number.
Well, Baumholder in the losing effort, Gowdy with 21 points. He's just a freshman. We lose Ben McDaniels. He had 10 points. But for Bamberg, the three-prong attack, Williams with 16, Reed with 14, and Andre Gibson with 13.
Andre Gibson, the surprise, after scoring no points in 2 games yesterday. The senior comes out and puts an exclamation point on his career at Bamberg.
So Williams, your MVP choice here, John?
We're going to wrap it up. Thank everybody for joining us for this game. We will be back later. We've got more basketball coming. Once again, your final score, it's Bamberg 59, Baumholder 43. You're watching the 2013 Dodge Europe Championships on AFN, serving America's best.